Do you ever wake up and think you're going to have a productive day, but your brain just decides, nah. It doesn't latch on to nothing, but it latches on to something random, pointless, and certainly not the main priority, and you can't switch it off. That's ADHD. And for years, I thought I just needed more discipline. But what if there was something that actually gave you more of a choice? What if it let you pick what mattered, even if it was just for a few hours? This did. ADHD medication. Let's talk about it.
We are very addictive people. I've been addicted to work, been addicted to boxing, been addicted to golf, all relatively positive. But I could also see myself being addicted to alcohol, which is why I've recently went sober. And you're just chasing those, you're a dopamine addict, let's face it. There's no shame in it. You have less of it, less ability to recruit it, and there's a lot of neuroscience behind it. So should you take medication? That's something you'll have to talk to your doctor about, but because I don't want this to come across as medical advice. But this is my experience after doing it for taking medication on and off for 2 years. Those little voices in your head. I done a GLP-1 experiment, and you know those kind of impulses and things like that you would have, they went away even without the ADHD medication just for that experiment, which I was really surprised about. And they're doing research into that. I've tried all the medications between Vyvanse, Concerta, slow release, fast release. There's been positives and negatives for it. I'll put a video on what medications I took, a slightly longer video on that at the end of this. But when it comes to ADHD and actually getting on top of your life, medication can be the catalyst to real change, but only with the right support. It's like anything. I've tried ice baths. I've tried getting up early in the morning. These things last for a while. I've tried basically everything, every productivity thing, but the only thing that's actually worked consistently-ish has been medication. So I would be lying if I said it wasn't helpful for my productivity. Did it fix everything? Absolutely not. Did it have its pitfalls? Yes, absolutely. I'll put that in a separate video. But when it comes down to it, if you are struggling with your ADHD because you feel as if you're constantly debilitated, you're in task paralysis, you can't figure out what it is that you need to do, or you know what you need to do, but you just don't follow it through. You're constantly reaching for the next dopamine hit between caffeine, whether it's caffeine, nicotine, alcohol, worse. You might want to look at quieting the noise, and ADHD medication does do that. It works differently for everyone, but when it comes to my actual productivity, it definitely helped massively. But more isn't always better, and I think that's one thing to make sure you consider. They say that people with ADHD and who are neurodiverse are a lot more likely to become addicts. I can completely get that. I can completely understand that. But one thing I would say is not addictive, certainly the slow releasing stuff, is ADHD medication. I forgot to take it this morning. That's why it's my 15th take taking this video, because my mind's not for it. I'll be up a lot later if I take it too late in the day. And this is my honest take on it. If you think you should be taking it because you have ADHD, you probably don't need it. If you think you need something to just really help you get out a rut and a hole and task paralysis, is something to consider. If you want to know which ones to consider, which ones I've tried in a wee bit more detail, I'll link that video up here. Last thing to consider, that this isn't what this full channel is about, but I do like to talk about it because it's something I deal with on a daily basis. Then consider subscribing. Plus, you'll like some of the recipes. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.